difficult thing I had to deal with. But really, who better than to ask than my own father, right? And now, why do I bring this up? I definitely feel passionate about the role of fathers and how it's so important for them to do their part. Let me know in the comments if you think that this works. Let me know if it works, because like I said, I'm not a glass guy. I don't actually wear glasses. These are actually my blue light glasses, but I've been realizing that these glasses have actually helped me a ton, because I used to get a ton of headaches. If this is your first time here, my name is Edwin. Welcome to Earthly Links. So there's a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about today. A couple of different topics. So let's just jump into it. If you're interested in seeing more content regarding the faith, vlogs, informative videos, and living the faith in the city, consider subscribing below and hitting the bell icon to be alerted when a new video drops. And also hit that like button to support us here on the channel. Today's gospel inspiration. For God has not given us a spirit of timidity, but of power and love and discipline. This verse is from 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Today's video will be going over the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Father's Day. These days are coming up soon. That's if you see this video prior to the days of the feast day of the Sacred Heart and Father's Day. Make sure you check out any links that I might mention throughout the video in the description down below. One of the most recognizable images in the whole of the church is the image of the flaming heart with the cross on the top and the crown of thorns surrounding the heart. I actually got it back here. Sometimes the image has been depicted with Christ holding his heart and pointing towards it. While this image has been recognized as the Sacred Heart of Jesus, the devotion was popularized after a nun in France whom we recognize as a saint, Saint Margaret Mary Alacoque. She stated that she came to know about this particular devotion after she had a series of apparitions. These apparitions happened during the years of 1673 and they continued until 1675. A quick note on this. In the 19th century, another person who is yet to be canonized, Blessed Mary of the Divine Heart, actually requested Pope Leo to consecrate the entire world to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So in this devotion, there are 12 promises that Jesus tells Saint Margaret. I will link where you can find the 12 promises in the description down below. The 12 promises go as follows. I will give them all the graces necessary for their state in life. I will establish peace in their families. I will comfort them in their trials. I will be their secure refuge during life and above all in death. I will shed abundant blessings on all their undertakings. Sinners will find in my heart an infinite ocean of mercy. Lukewarm souls will become fervent. Fervent souls will rapidly grow in holiness and perfection. I will bless every place where an image of my heart shall be exposed and honored. I will give to priests the gift of touching the most hardened hearts. The names of those who promote this devotion will be written in my heart, never to be blotted out, and I promise thee, in the excessive mercy of my heart, that my all-powerful love will grant to all those who receive Holy Communion on the first Friday of the 9 consecutive months, the grace of final penitence. They shall not die in my disgrace, nor without receiving their sacraments. My divine heart shall be their safe refuge in this last moment. It is interesting to consider the imagery of the Sacred Heart. I mean, this can go several ways, but when I think about the Sacred Heart and see all the symbol around the heart, it is easy to see how this image is so powerful. Now think about this. Spiritually speaking, it is through their hearts and talking about us, that they live faith. But also physiologically, the heart is the most important organ in the body. If you have not read up on the Sacred Heart or the devotion to the Sacred Heart, I definitely encourage you to do so. Now, years ago, I was prepping for a talk that I was going to give on fathers and how their roles are very important. While, and I'm gonna say this up ahead, while I am not a father, nor do I have any children, I have taken a lot of notes, not written notes, but mental notes. I have taken a lot of notes down when seeing my dad and friends who are fathers, uncles, grandfathers, other people. So you get the point. So I found this video which I had not seen, and apparently it had been released for Father's Day, and this was like several years ago. If I find the video, I'm going to link it down below. And just remember, this was a commercial, so it's not, I'm not promoting anything here. I'm just telling you the commercial that was made for this product was a really, really good commercial. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to give you the gist of what the commercial showed. Basically, they had all these kids that came in and they asked them, hey, listen, go and search something up that you're not too familiar with, or you don't know how to do XYZ thing, right? So the kids, they go normally, the young kids go on Google and they search this stuff up. They find some videos or they find some steps on how to do whatever. And some of these range from tying a tie, cooking some eggs. Some of the kids actually try to go and look up videos on how to shave, which I found interesting to say the least. The fathers appear in the video. Obviously they go through a door, whatever, they go and they show up and they pop up in the video now. And so now the kids are told, listen, why don't you ask your dad for what was it that you were struggling with, or what was it that you were trying to figure out. As the B-roll kept on going, you saw all the kids asking their fathers, you know, the questions on how to do this, how to do that. They're going to sit down, the guys ask them, hey, so which one was better? Was it better for you to search this up online and try to do it that way, or was it better to get the information from your dad? And naturally the kids responded with, it's a lot better to get the responses from the fathers. And so it really touched me, because I definitely saw a couple of those moments with me and my own father, and so I've been blessed in that regard. This video touched me because I saw myself being that kid when I was younger, and I was afraid to ask my own father for help on whatever difficult thing I had to deal with. But really, who better than to ask than my own father, right? And now, why do I bring this up? I definitely feel passionate about the role of fathers and how it's so important for them to do their part. So just to reiterate, I'm not pulling this from my own experience, because I'm not married, nor do I have kids. But after seeing both the good and bad sides of, you know, what happens when fathers do really do their part and when fathers really don't do their part, you can see a big difference. And so I'm not going to talk about, you know, situations and stuff like that, but I want to take this opportunity to extend the invitation for whoever sees this video, right, to take a moment to sit down and pray for fathers and the roles of fathers. Fathers deal with a lot, and so when praying for fathers, let us ask the intercession of Saint Joseph. And I've mentioned this numerous times, right, but Saint Joseph is almost the perfect prototype father. Just take a read in the Bible and you'll see what I mean. And notice how I didn't say perfect, right? Because only the Heavenly Father is perfect, right? There was also another video I saw, and it was just as powerful, if not more powerful than this one. I'm gonna link that video down below. This last point that I'm gonna touch on today is relating to both topics, the Sacred Heart and Father's Day. And we talked about this, and I know I keep mentioning this point of keep praying, right, at the end of all my videos. And not for nothing is important, right? The essence of prayer is to offer everything up to God. And I go more in depth in one of my other videos, check it down below, on the types of prayers. But with so much going on in the world, I want to re-emphasize the gift of prayer and the power of prayer. So take this as a quick reminder and just pray. Just pray. Question of the week: what stands out to you from seeing the Sacred Heart of Jesus image? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Today I'm going to connect you with Durant Design and That Catholic Design. Just really good, wholesome products sharing the faith. Links for the websites and pages are down below. And right now there's a sale going on That Catholic Designs page ahead of Father's Day, so make sure you check it out. The family that prays together stays together. And funny enough, that phrase was coined by a Catholic priest who prayed a lot. Like I said, there is something to it. Hashtag keep praying. Familia, you already know. Stay blessed. God bless. Your support is really amazing, and so super thanks. Hopefully this video helps you out. Check out these other videos over here. The subscribe button is here also. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.